Hi, I'm Shannon Craig, and I'm the Chief Marketing and Product Officer at Canada Helps. Thank you for joining this brief talk. Before you dive into the Creating Your Data Strategy Plan webinar, we want to spend a few minutes on the why data matters, and then call out some of the opportunities specific to fundraising and impact. No matter what our role or department, we all encounter and use data. But in this time of dramatic technology-driven change, we can't just get by with data basics. Data strategy needs to be tightly intertwined with our business planning. In today's digital world and increasingly going forward, data is what fuels innovation, drives efficiency, enables experience, and powers social change. Regardless of size, the organizations of tomorrow are serious or getting serious about data today. 91% of charities have 10 or fewer employees, and 63% of these are fully volunteer run. If you are one of them, the idea of getting serious about data may feel daunting. If data makes you anxious, don't worry. You're not alone, and these sessions were designed for you. We ask Canada Helps charity clients what best describes them when it comes to data. They could choose from the data guru who is comfortable with the most complex types of analysis to the not my forte profile who gets queasy at the look of numbers. We then designed this session for the 87% of respondents that range from the dibble-dabble enthusiasts who like trying and experimenting but recognize there is much more they could learn and do with data, to the shy numbers guy and those that are not yet comfortable working with data at all. So, why might we get queasy about data? For many, it may sound like a whole new job to the busy one they already have. Getting serious about data is not about adding more work. It's about consciously identifying opportunities to use data to gain insights and apply them to further your organizational objectives, to get more out of the programs you're already running. In this context, data becomes a lot more approachable. In the charitable sector, two areas where charities are under pressure but also have the greatest opportunity to leverage data are in measuring impact and growing fundraising results. Let's chat about those for a few minutes so you get a sense of how you can use data to get more out of the programs you're already doing today and to see how much more approachable data is in this context. Impact. For decades, admin ratios have been used as the primary indicator for evaluating the effectiveness of a charity. However, we are in a time of tension and change where there is a growing acknowledgement of the inherent weakness of applying measures that work well in the for-profit world to the charitable world. The conversation is shifting to impact, defined as a significant positive change that addresses a pressing social issue. And the conversation is moving quickly. So much so, our ability to report on our impact is becoming a donor expectation. Impact is a huge topic. To become truly impact-oriented takes dedication. It needs to become part of your DNA. We could talk about what impact is and approaches for a week. We will keep it high level. During the webinar, try to keep these three types of impact measures in mind: outputs, outcomes, and impact. Outputs. This is about reaching the people we are trying to serve. Outcomes is about changing attitudes or situations, and impact is about change lasting and resulting in a stronger society. If you watch the Furniture Bank video, where Dan Kershaw, the executive director, speaks to how they measure impact, you can imagine outputs as the number of families in need they provide furniture to, outcomes as the number of families that now feel their space is a safe and secure home, and impact being the number of families whom they helped that once experienced homelessness that continue to enjoy the safety of a home and feeling of connection to their community years later. Impact measurement is a journey, an ongoing, evolving journey. Keeping the types of impact in mind will help shape the data you need and help you stretch further to measure more meaningful impact results. It also gives you simple ideas on how to get started today and for setting goals on where you want to get to. At Canada Helps, we wanted to provide more information to charities of all sizes in Canada to help them begin to understand how to measure their impact. To do this, we partnered with Finio to make their Social Impact Navigator guide available to Canadian charities. This is a highly sophisticated guide that presents a process for measuring your impact in a very concrete, tangible, and an example-based way. You can download it from the impact area of your Canada Helps Charity Admin account at no charge. Now for fundraising. Let's take a quick look at how you can use data to track, measure, and meet your fundraising objectives. Here is a simple staged approach to thinking about fundraising data. The first stage is really to gather what you know about your donors and then figure out what other data you have access to that could allow you to know them better. This typically involves doing some analytics or analysis or segmentation work, or taking a look at what information you should go out and get, so possibly requiring you to do some research. So many of us are multitasking and in a rush, so we often jump right into stage 2, campaign strategy and planning. We do the creative brief and get the program together, but it takes commitment to identify what you will consider a success, how you will measure it, and what you hope to test and learn. But if you don't do it before moving into stage 3, campaign execution, often you can lose the opportunity. Investing in all stages is key to meeting our fundraising results. Knowing your donors allows you to deliver the personalized, relevant message to get results, including reducing donor acquisition costs and growing lifetime value. Taking time for campaign strategy and planning well before starting a brief allows you to get the data you likely already intuitively know could lift your results, whether it's ready to use for this year's campaign or it's what you ensure you get for next year's. Things like when to time your appeal, what is the right donation amount to ask for, or the right time to ask a donor to become a monthly supporter. All of this can fuel your communication execution. Analysis can tell you when one-time donors are at risk of lapsing and suggest when you might want to make an ask. However, it's through your communication execution where you can do a lot of testing and measurement that you can really figure out how to improve the effectiveness of your program. For example, you may learn you can't go straight to an ask to get results, but adding 1 to 2 communications that share the importance of your work or what their work helped you accomplish might get you there. I hope this brief introduction has you excited to get serious about data. Before you jump into the webinar, we encourage you to watch 2 short videos that offer practical examples of how to grow your fundraising and impact results. They include suggestions on how to keep it simple so you can get started quickly. Thanks for joining.